Goes. Ooh, mascara, but I definitely recommend this for the bottom one. Ivory seems perfect shade for my skin type. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. makeup. I have mostly e.l.f. products. I don't think I'm missing anything. The only thing I'm missing is the mascara, which I'm using another drugstore mascara by Wet n Wild. I want to try it on. It's brand new. I'm using the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I love this primer so much. It is so luminous and so glowy and makes your skin look beautiful. So I'm gonna get this much amount. It's a creamy primer. So nice and glowy and dewy. I haven't used this foundation in a while, and it's this one by e.l.f. It says it's the SPF 20 sunscreen UVA UVB. It's in the shade Ivory. Okay, so I'm kind of scared because it looks a little bit more darker, but we'll see what it looks like. Now, so I'm gonna apply it with my favorite brush, and this is the Mora Royal and Link Nickel complexion brush. Let's see. So again, this foundation seems it's not high coverage. It seems very natural on the skin. It's mostly like kind of like a sunscreen, not like a high coverage foundation or anything. So it's mostly of a natural look we're gonna create with this. You guys can still see my skin through it and my imperfections. Okay, now I'm gonna go into a sponge. This is a Morphe sponge. Press everything in. And this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And this is in the shade Fair Warm. So I'm only gonna put, maybe I'm gonna put everywhere here. And I'm gonna use this Royal and Langnickel brush. Funny shape it has at the top. I really like to use this kind of to spread my concealer around my eye area. Now I'm gonna go into a sponge. I remember liking this concealer a lot. Okay, so everything still looks very dewy and natural. Natural. I have another palette here. This is the Complete Coverage Concealer by e.l.f. and it's in the shade Light. I like this. It has, look how beautiful. So it has a mirror here. This is not a mirror, just this one right here. And there's like 4 different shades of concealers. And I like to use this for my eyelid. So I'm gonna go into this. They're all creamy, so I'm gonna go into this one right here with my Royal and Langnickel brush and kind of go all over my eyelid so we can prep the eyes for eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go into my regular Laura Mercier powder and kind of set the eyes. I'm gonna go into this bronzer palette. It's a contour palette, and this is in the shade Assorted. So this is what it looks like right here. Don't remember how I feel about this palette. So I'm gonna get my unicorn brush and I'm gonna dip into both of these 2 shades and see how this goes. Ooh, very pigmented. It's okay, we're gonna blend it all. Now, I remember about this palette, it looks a little bit more chalky, but let's see how it looks on the face, right? But in the pan, that's what it comes across. The shades look more chalky, not very smooth looking. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the e.l.f. blush. And this is in the shade Always Cheeky. So it's a very nice peachy tone. I will use my Royal and Langnickel blush brush and kind of put it on my cheek. So on the high parts and then slowly bringing it down. A little bit on the nose for that extra wintry look. For the lips, I have this e.l.f. Perfect Pink. I don't know what it is. It looks like a lipstick, but I don't remember if it's just like a tinted moisturizer. Like on the hand, it looks like this. Has a little bit of that pink tint. So I'm gonna add this to the lips and see, yeah, you see how it changes the color? So it's kind of like a lip balm. It is very moisturizing and it's not bleeding anywhere, so it looks really pretty on the lips. For highlighter, I don't have an e.l.f. highlighter, so I guess we're gonna not use anything because today is just the full face of e.l.f. For eyeshadow, I have this Rose Water. And then I also have this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. This is what the packaging looks like. These are the eyeshadows in here. So I think I want to play with this one right here. So I've used this one before. We'll keep it and see if we use any shimmers from here. But we're gonna start with this one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go into, I like this brush. This is the Lavish Tempered Blending Brush. So it looks like the eyes are all set. So at first I'm gonna go in with very, very light shade, which is this one right here, and kind of put it all over the eye. Next I'm gonna go into this pink one. I just want to try this pink one. It looks so cute. Let's see what it looks like on the eye. Yeah, you can barely see this on the eye. Now, next I'm going to go into this brown shade right here and kind of use this as the transition color. Oh, this is a beautiful transition color, very soft. It blends beautifully, it's pigmented. Now let's go into a darker one. So we're gonna go into this one in the middle and kind of put it in the crease and above. Let's see how pigmented this is. Yeah, it is a little bit more pigmented than the first one. You can see the difference right here. This is a very good eyeshadow palette for beginners as well. Comment down below and let me know what you guys like. When you do your eyes, do you complete one eye at a time? You finish it and then you start with the other one, or you do kind of like what I do. I do one eye and then with the same shade I move to the other eye and kind of do them in order like that. Let me know down below, because I don't know, I've seen people try they do one eye, they finish it and then they start on the other eye, but then I always think, don't you forget, like if you use multiple shades, which shades you kind of used and not make them as equal. I don't know, I'm always afraid to try that because then I think that they're not going to turn out as equal as I want them to be. Okay, so that looks actually very beautiful. I'm very happy with this. Ah, look at this. I like this gray right here. Let me swatch it. Ooh, look at that. That's so pigmented. I really wanted to try that shade. So, oops, what am I doing today? I'm dropping everything. So I'm using the, what is this? Oh, the Tarte. It's kind of like a fluffy but more flat at the top. So let's go into this gray and see. Oh, I like that. It's very subtle. It's not very, it's not harsh on the eye. So I like this. This one right here, I wasn't so happy about it. I don't know. Maybe I have to give it another try. Like, I don't want to say no to it yet. But this one, it is just impressing me a lot today. Looks beautiful. I'm gonna use this shade on the bottom as well. And now let's go into this the darkest shade in the palette. So I like to apply a very dark eyeshadow because this will help with just patting it down and not getting any fallout. This is very nice. Now, the only thing that this palette doesn't have is, you can see there's no shimmers. I'm gonna go into this palette right here. And this is, like I said, the Rose Water palette. And I'm gonna dip into this one right here with my finger. So let's see. This is kind of what it looks like, and kind of put in the, ooh. Wow, the shimmer is pretty. So I'm happy with this. Now I want to try this e.l.f. and this is a liquid liner and this is in the shade black. So this is what it looks like. So before I do that, here's a trick. So what I like to do is I'm gonna dip into a black eyeshadow. So any black eyeshadows you have, you get a brush like this, a very thin angled brush, and kind of outline your wing. Then it's going to be easier to apply your gel or liquid eyeliner. Let's go in with the liquid liner. And of course, Kona wants to come say hi. Big Kona? Yeah? You want to come say hi again? Who's there? Who's coming? Who's there? Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. She just wanted to come say hi. Yes, I know you can lick the makeup off. I bought this new mascara, and this is by Wet n Wild, the Mega Length Mascara. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful, nice purple lavender color. Ooh, it's one of those thin ones and looks like a plastic one, the rubbery ones. So let's apply this and see what it looks like. So definitely I notice it divides the lashes very good, like not clumpy. I don't know about, it looks okay, like nothing out of the ordinary. I really like it on the bottom lash line. I think it looks beautiful. It doesn't look bad on the top. You're just gonna have to work with it. But on the bottom lash line, it actually applied very nicely without smudging. But I definitely recommend this for the bottom lashes. It looks amazing. Now I have a setting spray by e.l.f. This is the Dewy Setting Mist. It has kind of like a coconut scent. But be careful because I think it sprays more like a jet. Now let's apply it to the face. Make sure you close your eyes when you do that, not like I did. And you can see a lot of product comes out. You see the wetness on my face. You know, the smell is just so coconutty and so nice. It's not very strong and it goes away, but it dried up very nice and it makes the skin look very dewy and beautiful. Now let me give you my final thoughts on all of these products. e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer, definitely recommend this. It is a beautiful primer you can use on a daily basis, even by itself without foundation, because it gives that glowy type of skin look. So I really love this primer. I didn't think I would love this as much as I did, but I love it. It's SPF 20 sunscreen, UVA, UVB, so it's more of a sunscreen tinted moisturizer than a foundation. So if you want very high coverage or if you have any type of blemishes, this won't cover as well. But I really enjoyed it for a everyday look. I definitely recommend this, and this shade Ivory seems perfect shade for my skin type. Bronzer, I love the shade on my skin tone. I've used this two right here and then mostly this one. They look more chalky. They're more chalky. You know, when you touch them or when you look in the pan, they're not as appealing. But when I applied it on the face, I really love the color of the bronzer. It's an okay product. This one right here, the e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer, has 4 different shades and they're all pretty much very similar in color. I really love this palette because you can use this concealing underneath your eyes, blemishes, or what I did, you can use it on your eyelid and prep your eyes for eyeshadow. The e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, I love the hydrating one because I have more dry skin. As you can see, I've applied it under my eyes. Let me zoom you guys in. And I did not put any powder at all. So I don't really like to use much powder under my eyes. I find that it becomes very cakey and stuff. I actually love this concealer a lot. Oh, the blush. This blush, it's so pretty. And it is not very hard to work with at all. It's very peachy and very light in the pan. But when you apply it, look at that nice peach color that it gives to your cheeks. I just love this blush. The eyeshadow palettes. Now this one, I really loved this shimmery one. It's more of a champagne pink, but when you apply it to the lid in combination with the gray, it gives it like those gray sparkles on the eyelid. I really loved this shade. I have to play more with this ones because I remember, I don't know, I wasn't happy with this palette. I have to play more. But with this one right here, I haven't used it in a while, and these shades are just very, very beautiful. They're easy to work with, very easy for a beginner palette. It's very affordable as well because it's e.l.f. And the shades are very easy to blend. There's no fallout and they're very pigmented. So as you can see, there's no patchiness at all. So I'm very happy with this palette. For the mascara, like I said, I love the packaging. It is a beautiful color by Wet n Wild because I didn't have an e.l.f. mascara. So I wanted to go with something else affordable. The eyelashes look pretty good to me. I would definitely recommend this, and I will always use this mostly on my bottom ones. It seemed very easy and not clumpy and not smudgy at all for my bottom lashes. So I would definitely recommend this if you want to use it like that. And of course the setting spray, I love this because it gives it a dewy finish. I don't like the spray because it's too strong and uses a lot of product when it comes out. But the final result makes your skin very dewy. It gives it that natural coconut type of smell, makes your face look very hydrating. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below what your favorite e.l.f. product is. I would really love to know in case I don't own one. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me?